There we go. We are live for episode 40 of Candlekeep Mysteries, the big 4-0.
We're live.
So,
We're live.
yes,
We
we
are
are
live.
indeed. So, last time you guys had spent your time carefully going through this underground temple ran by a cult headed by Vialis. Um, Worshipping some sort of deformed, tentacly evil-looking god, and you managed to find some prisoners, a few cultists, lots of floating brain beak tentacly things. Yeah, but you managed to beat all of them, even the head of the cult himself, Vialis. You kind of just smashed him up pretty good with a few high-level fireballs from Kane from the get-go, and he went invisible for a bit and managed to get one spell off before you kind of knocked him unconscious. So he got one hit in. So he managed to do something. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, and then. You kind of dragged him around, looking around the place a bit more. Then you went into the kind of next level down, where you found a few more low-level cultists kind of doing a little study session or something, and then some prisoners. You jumped these low-level cultists and kind of just started hacking before they turned round, which kind of meant you kind of beat the crap out of young Fargo, who you were sent in to find, but thanks to some medicine checks and yeah, a persuasion on the DM, he didn't die, so I'm sure old Fargo will be pleased with that. But you also found the mayor's sister, who you were sent to look for, but they were in a pretty bad condition. You gave them some heals, but they were still quite exhausted, but able to move. So yeah, you gathered them up, and then you kind of pushed in a little bit further, and that's where you came across some sort of monstrosity, a kind of amalgamation of corpses and dead bits of tree, kind of put together to make some sort of demonic tree zombie thing. Most likely connected to that experimental necromantic druidic magic crossover stuff. But you managed to beat it, even though it started to burst into flames on the way out. It did some damage, but you managed to take it down. So yeah, that was pretty good. Perhaps yeah, you tried to find a bit more about it, but you couldn't quite get any solid grasp on it with the roll you did. But yeah, you came out with your lives, and everyone was doing well, and you kind of head on back to the village. But on the way out, you kind of ran into a mysterious individual, kind of standing above the corpse of a very powerful mage that you ran into in a previous village. Yeah, you kind of had a little bit of back and forth between you and the mage, but he kind of swore vengeance, and you didn't see him until now. Now he's dead. Apparently he had planned to jump you and take you for everything you had, but this
Lies. He's a good man.
he perhaps, who knows? Either way, he is now dead, presumably at the hands of this fellow here, who revealed themselves to be called Imra Pine Blossom. You kind of did some rolls and found out that they should be a wood elf, but they don't quite look how you would expect a wood elf to look. So there's something going on here, and they were quite adamant about not letting you walk away with Vialis alive, and he tried to command Salam out of the way, but he was defiant. He resisted and stood his ground between the two, and it looked like things were gonna turn bad, and that they did. And last time we rolled initiative for the combat that was about to take place. Yeah, before we kind of dive into that, we are going to be having a new player join us, maybe this session, possibly next session we'll see, but yeah, you can see a little coming soon sign up there, so that's going to be them. So maybe once we get back to the camp, to the Candlekeep, presumably, if I don't know, maybe we'll get back, maybe we'll die here, who knows, who knows. But
Those
yeah,
of us that survive.
those of you who survive. So yeah, we'll get back into that, we'll unpause, and yeah, we'll kind of look at the situation here. Yes, he rolled quite low on the initiative there. Yeah, so, but he seemed to be kind of letting you, he seemed to be letting you get ready to start and fight. He said, "Oh, take your time, drinking your potions, that kind of thing," and he seems quite patient with the whole thing. Thanks for the sub, Calic. Yes, it has been a whole year. Good lord. So yeah, do you guys have anything else to say to him before the fight breaks out?
Imra,
Yeah.
I have an idea. I
Oh.
don't know if there's need for all of this, and I don't necessarily feel like risking my life for the likes of this scum.
This what now?
This scum.
Oh yes,
Pointing at
yes,
the
he is
Alice.
rather scummy, isn't he? But my
He
hand
really
is.
is. And I suppose you did help us with that mage who swore vengeance on us.
Mm-hmm.
What? What are you talking about?
Asa, hold on.
Go on, I'm listening.
Perhaps we could let you kill the Alice, but we leave with the body.
Yes, I could do that. My hand's already
'Cause
on
we
my
need
blade
proof.
though, and yeah, I would like to gauge your abilities a little bit based on what I've heard you're capable of. It's always good to get a first-hand go of things. I
So you're
promise
saying you still want to fight?
fight, a little friendly spar. I'm sure your bodies can survive, although you'll be battered and bruised.
I don't know if you realize this, but we've just had like 3 fights in a row.
Yes.
So we're already a little battered and bruised.
Yes, but it's in that moment where you can truly dig deep and truly show your mettle and worth.
Yes,
I'll
you
use
certainly
my
could.
sword one-handed if that will make you feel better.
I use my weapon one-handed. What does that have to do with anything?
Have you tried
I don't
using it
use
with
any
both
weapons.
hands? Well, I'm just
But
saying.
I do have a special move, especially for the Yo type.
Oh,
I call it the bitch slap of doom.
I'd be very interested in seeing such a special move. So,
Why don't you just kill the Alice, be gone, and then let us be about our business? Our business.
that would be a bit boring, and I've come so far. How about we have a little competition? If you survive, you can have his body. If you perish, then you perish.
And if we win, you tell us. You'll tell us who, what, who and what you are and why you're here.
And who you're working for.
Who says I'm working for anyone?
You will once we kicked your ass.
Oh, now I have to fight you.
Keen Orange is looking exasperated at this point.
So, I will hold back and not kill you. I promise that much, and maybe I'll give you a morsel of information if you can hear it.
Oh, fuck.
Salam, honey. There's no talking our way out of this one, darling.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, if it is to be, then let it be.
Yes, you see.
Banishment.
Banishment. Okay. Let's see. Banishment, huh?
Saving throw, if I remember right.
Hmm.
Let us show that the keeper's fingers are not weak.
Fingers.
Hands, fingers, toes, whatever we are.
I love the fingers. The fingers is my favorite.
I guess collectively we're the hand, and individually we're fingers.
Hmm.
I think that's actually yeah, that's Dark Brotherhood's logic. Look like Skyrim.
Okay, so yeah, he will do his charisma saving throw.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the shit? It's a +10. Oh,
So
God.
yeah, you try and banish him to another plane. Did you have one in mind?
Of course he's a fucking charisma caster.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah, so he kind of flickers for a moment, but then he kind of mutters something, and then he kind of re-solidifies himself within this plane. He says, he kind of gives you a crooked smile and says, "Oh, that was a fine idea. I'm sure I could have come back, though. Anything else?" So yeah, if that's all, yeah, we'll go over to Chadwick.
Our word kill. Let's go, Chadwick.
Should have just gone fucking invisible instead. Oh, you know what? As a bonus action, real quick, I'm gonna do Steps of Night, so I
Ooh.
can fly now.
Yeah, that's cool. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let's see. Is that a yeah. Let me just check if that, yeah. Okay, let me see now. Yeah, so let's have Chadwick dig deep and call upon a new spell he's been working on. He will cast Phantasmal Killer. So, wisdom saving throw. Oh, let me see.
Looking forward to seeing the mod.
Oh no.
And he has
Oh.
legendary resistance.
Wait, no, that
seriously.
shouldn't have come up. Saving throw.
Oh my god.
So let's see, 17. He
Plus
saves
7.
anyway. So yeah, Phantasmal Killer. Let me see. So he's not frightened. At the end. So hopefully at the end of each player's turn, the
This
target
seems
must
like
succeed on
level
Wisdom
15,
saving throw.
guys.
Yeah, so
I think this
he still doesn't take any damage, does he? Target must succeed on Wisdom saving or take. Yeah, so it just fails outright. Yeah. Okay. Over to Azza.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm
He
big
turns
brave.
to you and says, "Go draw your blade. I feel its presence and should offer some semblance of a challenge.
Big brave boy.
I can feel it hungering for me."
It hungers
Be
for
brave.
battle.
Be a brave little toaster.
17.
If you say so. Oh, yeah, it just finally showed for me.
So 24 hits. Alright, so yeah, he kind of watches the blade going towards him, and then he kind of just lets it happen probably. And then it kind of just digs into him, doing 13 slashing. Very good.
Yeah. And then, War Magic Attack. Bonus action. What?
What's the hit? 21. That hits again.
Go
Another
Asa.
12. So yeah, you give him 2 strikes there, dealing decent damage. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. Very good. 25
How does
damage.
he look after those?
Yeah, you can see there's two cuts where Asa hit him, and he kind of raises
his blood.
he kind of raises his
Thomas.
eyebrow and says, "Very good, very good. You truly do deserve such a fine blade."
You're not an elf.
Is he bleeding?
No elf could have survived those blows. I switched
Maybe
my
you can
stance
see,
to my monster fighting stance.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but let's say in this case, he's not outright bleeding, but you can see a kind of like maybe black congealed, gross-looking blood from where the cuts are.
Okay.
And he kind of looks at you and says, "Saying I'm not an elf, that cuts deeper than your sword. That's no good." Over to Keenerin.
I pass my turn.
How generous. Keenerin is just gonna try a firebolt. He's Keenerin's very tired, very exhausted. His age is catching up to him. So he's just he's gonna yeah, he's just gonna fire firebolt.
All right.
Oh, he is not.
He kind of sees it coming and just kind of swats it out the air. Very
Yeah.
good. Anything else?
All right, and then yeah, he'll move up here. Actually, he'll move right there, and
Okay,
that'll
ready.
be it for Keenerin.
Yeah, so on his turn, he will draw his blade. And he'll say, "Yes, now for my turn." So he'll draw his blades and kind of turning it to kind of hit you with the flat of it, so it will be non-lethal. He goes to strike you with one hand as he promised. He'll
Who?
Flex on.
Asa. He'll go
Who's
for
you?
Asa.
Okay.
Come bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on.
So 16. 16.
Block.
What's your AC? So yeah, you intercept it and block it. It says, "Very good. How's your footwork?" And he kind of moves slightly and then goes in for a second attack. And this
Oh,
one
no.
hits this time.
My bad angle. He's got me. He's already read my bad angle.
So he hits you for
Fuck.
35 non-lethal damage.
Okay. Is it magical non-lethal damage?
Yes, it's magical non-lethal damage.
That doesn't make any sense. How can necrotic
Zero.
damage be non-lethal?
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. So ignore the necrotic damage on that. So let me check how much that would actually be. So it's just a 1d8 plus 5. Can I separate those rolls? Yeah, oh, you've got that. So yeah, just ignore the necrotic damage on that there. Yeah. And then he'll go in for one final hit.
On me?
15, and you'll parry it. So yeah, just ignore the necrotic damage on all of those bits. Yeah. Okay.
Well, was it still magical?
Yeah, it's still a magical weapon.
You dropped me at the first hit.
Oh, okay.
There was
So
only 9 damage. The necrotic didn't happen.
yeah. So just ignore the necrotic damage and just go for the slashing damage, but it is magical, so you still take the full brunt of it. So yeah, I don't know how I can expand that to CJ. So it was the 1d8 was a 4, which was a plus 5 to it. So yeah, that's just 9 slashing damage to you, Asa. Okay, are you up? Yeah. All right, good. Yeah. So he come in very good footwork, very good. And then we'll go over to Kane.
Magic missile level 1 at him.
Alright, magic missile level 1. Two. Alright. 11 damage total. I think that's all of them, yeah. Excellent. So you send 3 darts of energy going over and they hit him in the back, and you see him kind of like stretch and kind of take the damage on the head there. But yeah, he's doing alright. Kind of turns around and says, "Was that the famous bitch slap you were telling me about?"
I'm just getting warmed up, darling.
Very good. So back to Salam.
Okay. I am going to make like I am going to attack him with my flail, and then I am going to spin around and crack Vialis in the chest, attempting to kill him. And I am going to say to this Imra, I won't be your plaything.
I mean, Vialis is prone and unconscious, so I think you automatically hit, don't you? And then
It's an advantage, but it's a auto crit.
Auto crit, so yeah, you just need to hit the motionless unconscious body. So you get advantage since he's prone and unconscious. Well, yeah, that's definitely going to hit. So it's auto crit and he's on 0. So yeah, you feint and then spin around and bring your flail down on Vialis, and you see your book flail just embed itself in his chest. And
Ron, what the fuck?
Imra kind of just looks at you and says, "Oh, I must say I wasn't expecting that, especially from a follower of Saloon, but plaything. Didn't think you of a plaything, just currently a sparring partner. How else are you to grow if you aren't pushed to your limits?"
I won't be your plaything.
Fine. Do you do anything else? Oh, yeah, so you move, so he'll get an attack of opportunity on you. So he'll use his longsword. 23, I think that hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do the damage, ignoring the necrotic. Where's my d8 in there? I got a 2
So
plus 5,
7.
7, yeah. So it kind of just cuts you in the leg or wherever as you kind of walk away. Okay. Anything else?
Oh, that's it.
Alright, over to Chadwick there. Chadwick looks a little panicked. Let's see. He will. Let's see.
Actually, can I say one last thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just going to say to everyone, just throw down your arms. It's no fun for him if there's nobody to fight back.
Yeah, what does well, I guess everyone can do it on their turn, but you get a chance to kind of say something, I guess, in the kind of brief window of conversation.
I'm stunned. Like, this cleric just murdered someone. After we came to his defense.
Okay, let's see then. Chadwick will run on up. And he will do Vampiric Touch.
Oh, Chadwick.
Why does he always do
20,
this?
23. 23 does it. Let's see. 11. Okay, so 11 necrotic damage. Chadwick runs up and kind of grabs onto him to try and drain him of his life force, but he kind of looks towards Chadwick nonplussed and says, I'm afraid that won't work, but I do sense power within you. Interesting. Over to Azza.
I was thinking of backing away, but Chadwick's forcing my hand here. I have to stand with Chadwick. He is my friend. Chadwick, for the love of the gods, back up, get out of here.
He kind of just looks at you panicked. I thought that would work.
I attack to give him a chance to escape. Yeah.
27 hits for 19. Very good.
Great damage.
Did you roll with advantage? I didn't see if you did or not.
I didn't.
You didn't, yeah.
Here,
You could repeat if you get
just a quick, because we're basically looking for a crit.
No.
So yeah, we're skipping
And
that
then
one and the.
second one.
Did that hit or miss?
The one.
No, not the one.
Oh, well, you get advantage on that one
19.
anyway. The 19 does not hit, but you get advantage on that, so you could roll again. So 10, yeah, that's not gonna hit. So yeah, you get one solid hit in, but he definitely dodges the other ones.
Point to note, in case he tries to walk away, that is a booming blade hit.
Okay. Over to Keenerin then, if that's everything.
Kieran's just gonna bonus action Shillelagh and try and hit him with his quarterstaff.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see.
20 hits. Yeah, you hit him for you kind of run up to him and then you kind of just crack him on the face with your shillelagh, and he says, "Very good. You still have some fight in you. Very good."
He's got that old man strength.
Yeah, he's got that old man strength.
Yep. But that's it for Keenerin.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, we'll go over to Imra. So he kind of watches Salam walking away and says, perhaps it will work on you. And he will cast Banishment.
Counterspell.
Okay, yeah. What level is Counterspell again? 3?
It's my last level 3rd slot.
Level 3,
my
so...
last 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah, so does it counter level 4 spells?
I would have to roll.
Yeah.
So I have to roll a charisma check. I have to do 14 or higher.
Yeah, 14 or higher. Yeah, 10 plus the spell level, right? So yeah, roll that.
Funny picture for counterspell.
Oh.
Yeah, very good. So yeah, he sends out his magics towards Salam. You react lightning quick, and the spell fails. And he just looks over to you and says, "Well, that's no fun. I thought your friend had wanted to go back to the Fae." And we'll go over to Kane.
I hate this guy.
Yeah, you're meant to.
Chill touch.
Chill touch.
Chill touch.
28 hits. 8 necrotic
Chill out, bro. It's
damage.
just a prank.
So yeah, you send a kind of spectral hand over towards him that proceeds to try and attack him, but he does not seem phased by it in the least, as the necrotic damage just seems to be. Let me double check.
Is he undead?
He looks pretty freaking undead, yes.
All right, so if he attacks me, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me, and he can't regain hit points until the end of his turn.
Okay, good.
Oh, until the end of my next turn, sorry.
Very good. Okay.
Gad.
Let's see. Don't know if we'd be able to do that or not. Alright, I'll just go to Salam then.
God damn it, you all are really forcing me into this. It was you, Akron. Fucking Chadwick can't listen. You're the one that tried to force this fight.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Did that shit on purpose. Well, if none of you are gonna stand down, I can't leave you by yourselves. And I will fly up into the air. And I'm gonna come to there, and then as I come down with my flail, I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon, and I'm gonna come down with that at the same time, like as I'm like flying down at the sky.
Okay, I'll get you your spiritual weapon.
Natural 20 on the spiritual weapon.
Nice.
For 14 force damage. Oh, I should have. Oh, it doesn't matter. Only an 18 on the flail.
Okay, 18 does not hit, unfortunately. Okay.
Yeah, his AC is 20.
Maybe. Anything else, Salam?
No, it is a 19 missed and a 20 hit.
Yeah. Alright, so if that's everything, we'll go over to Chadwick then. So Chadwick kind of starts panicking. Says, "Oh, what do I do? What do I do?"
Edward,
Huh?
disengage while I'm locking blades with him.
Okay. And he will step into shadows and disappear.
He fucking listens to not fight now. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Well, his
fall
vampiric
back.
touch didn't work.
Yeah, so he steps into shadows, disappearing. And then he will send a... Let's see. He will cast Magic Missile. Let me see now. So 1d4 plus 1. Oh, is it plus 2? Oh, I rolled her. Oh dear. Yeah, I'll get rid of 3 from that. Let's see. Okay, 12. So yeah.
Look at this magic
9
missile
damage.
master.
Okay, very good. Then we go over to Azza.
Wow. Salam came back, and Gnoran's still there. So I guess I'll continue. Should have been with advantage. Isn't Alt the advantage button?
I believe so, yes.
Well,
I
it didn't
have
work.
mine set up to ask me.
Mm.
Okay, so tickle dice. 15 plus 8, 23.
23 hits.
Shit, now I have to roll for damage. Fuck.
I mean, it's there. It's 13 damage. You could use that one.
Yeah.
You could if you let me.
Yeah.
Next time I'll just roll the damn attack again.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you hit him.
Another swing. Whoa, look at that roll.
That's gonna hit. Yeah. 9
Hit
slashing
roll advantage
damage.
again. Let's just see if it's a crit. It's
Nope.
not.
All right. Okay. Very good. So yeah, is that everything?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, he says, perhaps I need to try a little harder with you lot. And he will use his legendary actions to cast Frightful Presence.
Ooh.
He's a dragon.
Yeah, what is he? A
He's a
fucking
dragon.
now too?
You feel the pressure of his power.
His power level. It's staggering. I can feel it from here.
Yes.
Could feel the killing intent. Is that from everybody?
Oh, wisdom save.
Let's see. So each creature. Yeah. So everyone here will have to do that.
Check saves.
So yeah, Salam, you succeed, so you're immune to for the next 24 hours. Kane, you fail. Keenerin, you pass. Azza, you fail.
So close.
Chadwick will need to do it. One moment. Wisdom saving throw. Oh. Very good. So just Kane and Azza fail. Everyone else passes and is immune for the next 24 hours. Over to Keenerin. Kind of feel this pressure of power just weighing down over you. However, you are able to stand your ground and not flinch.
Yeah. Keenorn will kind of take a look at Salam and Azza, and we'll say, if you guys want to leave, I'll leave. But if we, I don't know how to say this. If you wish to leave, then we shall do it. But I won't until we're all out. And he'll just, grab that quarterstaff and just baseball swing at him.
All right.
We need to buy time for it.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Keenerin going fucking hard. Nice. So yeah, you give him a massive smack, and yeah, you see him kind of like stagger slightly.
+3
For which?
his damage.
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah,
I thought it was
supposed to be
+3.
I'll add 3 more then.
Well, probably because that's the quarterstaff when your strength is 10 or 11.
But doesn't Shillelagh let you use wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
When
uses.
you rolled the quarterstaff.
Oh yeah, you rolled the quarterstaff, not the actual Shillelagh.
Oh.
That's fine though. Yeah, we'll keep the crit and I'll add the +3.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so he just reels back, just cracks him.
So yeah, at that you see him kind of scan everyone quickly and say, how about a new prize then? Unless you've got very deep pockets, I don't think you have the urn with their ashes. I presume that's why you started coming here anyway.
What?
The Yellowcrest family, of course. Pathetic excuse for a man. He did murder his family, don't you know? Or did you just stumble upon this whole thing by chance?
No, we know.
Well, perhaps if you continue to impress me, I will let you have them. Or at least tell you where they are. You haven't
How
found
gracious
them, have
of
you? I am, aren't I? So yeah, Keenerin, anything else?
He'll kind of shoot a glance at Salam, and you see kind of his lip just kind of raise up in anger a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You get a sense that Kinor wants this information, but he also knows that we're all pretty beat up. So Kinor is kind of waiting to see what the rest of his team does. You know, if they want to back out, he's gonna back out. You know,
if we run, we gotta get time for Kane to pass.
But that'll be it for Keenerin. He'll stand his ground.
Okay. Alright, yeah, if there's nothing else, we'll go over to Imra. Okay, so Imra, yeah, we'll turn to you, Keenerin, and he will go to strike you with his blade.
Oh, that's not very nice. Leave Keenerin alone.
So let's swing, so ignore the necrotic damage. 23.
Hey, pick on somebody your own size. I yell at him as he attacks Keenerin.
Okay, so a whole 6 damage from that. Very good.
Alright.
So he'll turn to Salam and then say, oh, okay then, I have plenty to go around. And he'll swing towards Salam for 6. So 11. Yeah, 11. And then he'll do his final swing towards Azza.
I'm in danger.
Okay, let's. Oof. 25
Yeah,
without.
those dice aren't real.
So let's see, 10, 11. So 11 slashing.
It's 6 plus 5.
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, you can silvery barbs that. So I'll roll again. So it still hits. Actually, I'll re-roll the damage. Yeah, let's see. So that is it a plus 5? Yeah. So that's 9 damage, slashing damage there on that.
Didn't reduce the damage by much, but
yeah.
Kind of.
You'll give him the satisfaction.
Okay, over to Kane.
Alright, so I'm feared. Is this the fear where I have to spend my entire action running?
Or
is the
I
one
don't
where I can't
think
move
so.
closer?
Let me see. Blah blah blah. So each
I think
creature.
it's just.
Yeah, you're just frightened. Yeah. So you're frightened.
Probably.
Yeah. And you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. Creature can repeat saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try to hit him with a chill touch again.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta be at disadvantage, so hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
That's don't matter, bro.
That's gonna miss. Yeah. Yeah, that's disadvantage, so the 13 does not hit, unfortunately.
And then I will repeat my saving throw.
Alright, go for it. So, what was the DC? 18, I think. Yeah. Yeah, yeah that's not gonna...
I thought the fuck yeah was the crit.
No,
Oof.
oof is
Oof is the crit,
Oof is the
apparently.
crit.
Your dice make no goddamn sense.
I don't
Listen,
know what is wrong with your dice,
Don't
man.
judge my dice!
I know.
You
I
have-
know. I know what the problem is, but I think you did it on purpose, so I'm not gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
You have the dumbest dice I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, you
They
can.
make
You should be
zero
able to like
sense.
go in and edit it, but I guess, yeah. Anyway,
There's an option.
yeah. At the end of his turn, he will legendary action Misty Step to behind Kane.
I'm gonna scroll of counterspell that.
Alright, it fails.
Does that count as voluntary movement for Booming Blade? I don't know.
It's still movement, although it's teleporting. I would have to look into
You
that.
think-
But yeah, Kane
using his movement
counterspelled it.
points.
Yeah, I'd have to look into
I
that.
can Google it.
Yeah, you can have Google of that, but yeah, Kane, you counterspell that?
Yeah. So it's with the scroll of counterspell.
Okay.
So
Alright.
if it's 3rd level or under, it's gone. But if it's higher, I gotta roll.
Let's see.
Misty Step is 2nd level.
Yeah. So yeah, that just fails.
Misty Step is not movement. No damage from Booming Blade is what I'm seeing.
Alright, Salam, your turn.
Okay. I'll just, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I am going to Twilight Sanctuary.
Ooh.
Oh, it would be nice if it would post the shit.
Let's see. Twilight Sanctuary. Is that it's an ability, right? Feature.
It's a feature, yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Where
Your
is
channel divinity, I believe.
Yeah. My
Twilight
channel divinity.
Sanctuary?
It's my last
Here we
channel
go.
divinity.
Oh, where did that go? Sphere emanates from you, a 30-foot radius filled with dim light. 1 minute until you are incapacitated or die. Whenever a creature enters its turn in a sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits. Temporary hit points, or you end charmed or frightened. Oh yeah, I remember that one now. Used that a lot in the Shemshine one, didn't you?
Whenever there's fear or charm, I use it.
Yeah, that's what it's for. Yeah, so yeah, very good. 30 feet.
So I will give myself some temp HP. Oh, I'm gonna attack him with my spiritual weapon first. And I have advantage on this because of silvery barbs. Bam!
27 hits.
Of course.
6 damage.
Every fucking time.
Love the way that dice wobbled.
Yeah.
And then oh fuck, I think I'm out of spell slots. I am out of spell slots. No. Did I use my I didn't use my 3rd level, never mind. I still have 1 left. Oh shit. Yeah, I guess that's my turn.
Alright. Okay, let me double check how many he has. Legendary actions. He tried to Misty Step, so that was 2.
Roll my HP.
Yeah, so at the end of your turn, let's see, he
It's the
will
wrong type of dice.
just do an attack on
So that's 12 temp HP.
Salam.
That's actually pretty significant.
15, that misses. Yeah, so over to Chadwick.
Shield.
So Chadwick will... Let's see.
And I'll tell everyone to get within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Chadwick will move towards you as he casts his magic missile. So 3d4 plus 1. 8. So he kind of does a running magic missile attack.
You should add 2 more to that. It should be 3d.
Oh, does it? Yeah, does it not?
It's +1 per dart.
Yeah,
per
I
dart,
just
so
presumed it would
3d4
add
plus
what.
3.
Yeah, it only adds it to the
gotcha,
total. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Okay. Over to Azza then.
Get him, Azza.
Don't try that again. You said you wanted a challenge. It's right here. The three of us. Not with the sorcerer.
If you want a challenge, I could start trying.
Wow.
Are you frightened still?
Oh, I am. Alright,
It's
let's see if that
disadvantage.
is lowered.
Oh,
Not
you've
bad.
got
Then again,
flanking,
I'm
so
both-
Yeah, it'll
it's
be a standard roll.
just a
yeah,
standard
that's
roll.
true.
So 23, 12 hits.
Ignore the 15.
Let me see.
Use the
I am.
15 on your second attack.
Fair enough. Is that okay? Akron?
So he will use his reaction to parry you, adding 6. Yeah, so he kind of just bats it out the way.
6?
Jeez.
What kind of fucking ridiculous parry's that?
It's okay. I'm soaking it up. I'm soaking it up for our hero, Inorin.
Parry's normally like, what, 2 or 3?
It depends. I've seen it be adjustable.
I've never seen it be 6 before.
In Lost Mind of Fidelver, there's a character who rolls a d6 for their parry.
Wow.
So if we kept the 15, if that's okay with you, it'd be a 23 as well.
Oh, for the second attack. Do you mean?
If that's okay with you.
Yeah. That hits for, yeah, just roll, well, I could just take the 12, or you could roll new damage since it's a second attack, technically.
Yeah, ignore the roll, I'm just doing this
Yeah.
for simplicity. And it
hits anyway. So
the
yeah,
damage is
exact
12.
same damage. Alright, very good.
Sometimes fate works like that.
Yes, keep that up and I'll have to actually try with you, my friend. As was it?
Gwyneth to you.
I will
And
remember
the fear
that.
effect is off of you at the end of your turn, Azza.
Yeah, suddenly I'm emboldened. Norin, I think I see a tiny bead of sweat forming on his brow. We've got this.
How does he look after all this damage that we've done to him?
He looks like he has taken damage pretty... Yeah, he's taken a good amount of damage here. And he is starting to, like, sweat, maybe? Yeah? Yeah, he's starting to sweat.
It's on to you to finish him off.
So yeah, Keenerin, what's up?
to me. Alright. He is going to Shillelagh once again.
.26 hits for 6. Very good.
Alright. And kind of peering to the other side of our opponent, how bad does Azza look? Azza, you pretty bad?
Not great. Yeah, I'm just gonna say not great.
Alright. And then Keenorn will give Azza a healing word as a bonus action.
Last spell slot?
Yep.
Powerful. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
that's.
I accept it gratefully.
Get that
7
3.
hit points.
Yeah, 7 hit points.
Hooray.
Yay.
You feel emboldened and invigorated.
And that's it for Keenerin.
Okay, so over to Imra then. So he says, I think you've proven your word and earned a prize. We can continue, but I will be trying harder.
We'll take our prize.
Very good then. And he will sheath his sword and wait for you to stand down as well.
Yeah, I stand down.
Very good. Okay.
Keenerin will kind of put his quarterstaff into the ground, kind of like lean on it, like
Just
panting.
wheezing.
Yeah.
Very good.
Keenerin, you get 12 temp HP.
Ooh.
Chadwick gets 13. I
Wow.
forgot to roll for him.
Yeah, very nice. Yes, I suppose it should be this way if you'd follow me.
Now we have to follow him too?
And he's showing
Akron.
us where this thing supposedly is, the ashes.
I rolled the wisdom save. I got a 20. I don't know if that passes as DC.
For the if you, as soon as you get into range of Salam, it would go. But yes, that does pass. For the fear,
Don't
right?
go immediately.
Yeah, so he kind of comes into this main area here and starts looking around. I believe it was here. Yes, I see you've been through the one over there. More close to the shrine, I believe. And he starts running his hands along the wall over here. Ah, yes, here we go. And he pushes open the wall and then gestures for you all to step inside.
I don't follow immediately, turning to examine Vialis' body and the book-shaped concave of his chest.
Yeah, you can see like the title that's on the spine of the book flail kind of just like embedded into his chest. There's like a massive like bruising around it, and you can clearly read the title.
I can see a look of disgust.
As I don't feel comfortable with us all being separated, especially with him involved.
He probably would have like stopped here and waited for everyone to come. So yeah, he's down there now with Salam, but he wouldn't have gone into the other room without the whole party. So yeah,
Okay.
Let's just say everyone kind of comes at their own pace, and then he gestures for you all to go inside the room here.
So, darling, would you mind dragging along Mr. Baldy, please?
Why? He's dead.
We still need the body. God forbid, or God's forbid, that anything happens and gets up and walks away or anything like that.
Is that something this
It's
guy
not
can
happening.
do?
We'll be back for him.
I don't think this guy can do that.
Ain't taking no risks.
Where am I going?
Down to where the giant statue was. So yeah, he just
think they're not
gestures
right.
for everyone to head on inside. I can drag you if you'd like.
Please do.
Alright, let's get you down here. And Kane as well. So yeah, he kind of just gestures for you all to go inside the open space in the wall here. Yeah, so let's go on in. It should be in there, I believe. So yeah, you step on in. This small dark chamber holds a golden urn resting atop a small table and a bookcase stuffed with books and scrolls, many of them old and worn. Help yourself to whatever you wish, and I believe that should be the urn holding the ashes of those who you're looking for. If there's nothing else, I will be on my way, and I'm sure we'll meet again. Perhaps next time we can kick things up a notch.
Perhaps we can.
Very good.
We'll be seeing you.
Yes, you will. Keep up the good work. I like a challenge. And he starts walking away. He kind of walks past Kane, says, I'll be open for that dinner, if you ever are.
Kane won't say nothing but tip his hat to him.
He kind of nods. And then he'll head on out.
Quick, get me Dialis.
Chadwick's still up here. I didn't bring him. Yeah, so you guys go through that, or do you like just rush over to Vialis?
I mean, I grabbed the books.
Mm-hmm.
I rush over to Vialis as fast as I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still there, still dead.
How long has it been since I killed him?
Probably not very long. You killed him like and there were a few more rounds, so barely a minute. It probably took you
Okay.
a minute or two to get here, but if you hotfoot it back, it wouldn't be any longer than 3 minutes, surely?
Ah, fuck.
Why? What were you wanting to do?
I wanted to cast Revivify on him. That
There's
was my
no way
plan.
this happened in under a minute.
Yeah.
Is Revivify under a minute?
Yeah, it has to be under a minute.
Yeah, if it was like maybe 2 and a bit, I would allow it, but like under a minute, probably not.
Fuck.
Yeah, would have used up the diamond though if you're willing to do that. But yeah, never mind. There's always what was it? Speak with dead thing. That one.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could use that yourself or find someone who can. But yeah, you smash his chest in, not his face and head. So you could do that. But yeah, so yeah, you grab those books. You could give them a quick look through. They seem to be just a collection of books containing arcane formulas, alchemical recipes, rituals, that kind of stuff.
Sorry,
lot
you
of-
guys. I took a calculated risk in killing the Alice. I knew that creature, whatever that thing was, would kill him anyway. And I was thinking maybe if I could get it done with and get him out of there, I would be able to cast Revivify and bring him back. But it just took too long. We were too late.
Oh,
So we did all
please,
this for
Salam.
nothing.
Don't feel bad. I was gonna kill him anyways. If things went a little south, that was my first inclination, and I'm pretty sure that gentleman is of the undead variety. My chill touch spell had an extra, how you say, pizzazz on it.
Interesting.
But as to what type of undead, that presence that aura he unleashed upon us was quite intimidating.
Perhaps.
Was it? I didn't. I didn't really feel it.
Small flex.
Well, I guess the blessing of Saloon truly does protect you.
Indeed, it does.
So do you just grab the books? Do you look at the urn at all? Yeah, the big old golden urn.
I'm very interested in the alchemical recipes.
They're definitely on the dark side of things. Nothing specific is mentioned, but we could come up with something. You could use them
I'll
and
take those.
maybe you could spend some time reading them, maybe give like a +1 to your kind of like potion or herb rolls or something. We can work something out.
Okay.
I've already nabbed all the books unless I'm holding too many.
So as I posted, they contain all those topics. Most of them are written in deep speech. Some of it is written in common. And Kane, if you give it a look, you can probably match it to the handwriting of that was in Vialis's book. So you kind of put them together, and if you kind of spend a minute kind of reading into that, I can give you something there.
Yeah, he'll take the time to read it out while everybody's licking their wounds and getting everything together.
So you find one particular entry that kind of speaks more specifically about the golden urn. It confirms that the urn contains the remains of Vialis's wife and 3 children, and that it is often used as a focus in many dark rituals. And you can see on inspection of the urn that there's a great number of arcane sigils relating to the outer planes kind of engraved into this urn. And you kind of definitely get some magical vibes coming from the urn, as it's a kind of like focus for these ceremonies.
Well, these all seem to be the remains of the dearly departed family of Mr. Vialis. Well, I think it might be best we get his corpse back and these remains and we put them to rest. And
yes, absolutely. If we if we take a rest, I will be able to speak with Dead, and we can get information out of Vialis that way, so we can still question him at least.
So
I
yeah,
think it might just be best to do that in the presence of the mayor, so that way we
Yeah.
have extra witnesses.
Absolutely, yeah. I wasn't saying do it right now. I was just saying as soon as we rest, I will be able to do that.
so yeah, if you're finished, you could head back to Green Fast. If you head up the steps to the outside, you kind of find the people you liberated. They all, however, have this kind of look of fear and shock on them, as presumably Imra kind of went out this way. But they all look unharmed and in the same condition that you last saw them, despite the extra fear and stuff.
Yeah, Keenorm would try to like give some some words to kind of calm them down a little bit. Like, worry not, the keeper's hands beat that bully down, and he wouldn't touch you, lest he incur wrath again.
Very
we
true.
chased him out of here real good.
Yeah, you calm them down, give them some water, maybe something sweet to eat, but yeah, you eventually calm them all down through the kind of words of reassurance and whatnot.
Yeah, does the magic guy have anything?
Nah, he's been beaten and stripped of his possessions.
Perfect.
Is there any clues of like who he was?
Not really. Just
Alright.
some ex-adventurer, probably.
If there's
He
nothing
doesn't have,
noteworthy,
like,
there's nothing noteworthy.
No tattoos that like would signify he's part of any sort of like mages guild or anything like that.
Maybe like some stereotypical tattoos of a mage, but yeah, he's presumably just some ex-adventurer.
Okay.
Yeah, who just used his adventuring money to set up a little magic shop business, selling trinkets and whatnot to whoever would buy them.
A respectable small business owner.
Yes. And look where that got him.
All I did was try to sleep him. I mean, shit.
All he did was try to steal his probably most valuable item.
It's not my fault that he had like 100 HP.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you guys...
A little touchy.
As doesn't know why, but he knows this is Salam's fault somehow.
What
So-
is my fault?
This dude's dead.
I don't know how you would possibly know that.
I mean, he said he was out to kill you, not us. Me and him got along swimmingly. We basically played Beyblades together.
Oh no.
Good times.
Alright. Let's go to the mayor.
Name Yaeda.
Yeah.
So yeah, that cultist there is young Fargo. The other commoners are just, you know, wherever they'll go.
Yeah, you don't need to put them all on there.
They'll go to the inn and rest up. So yeah, you get back to Green fast. You have young Fargo and Yaeda with you. Do you go to Old Fargo or the mayor first? With who you have? Do you talk to?
Stop off. I'm gonna stop off and grab Old Fargo while everyone else goes to the mayor's house.
Do you have a
just so that we have
talk
everyone
to
there.
young Fargo first? Yeah, he's probably
Cain will
still
most likely talk to him.
unconscious, tied up.
Cain will kind of take his flask out and just like splash it at him to wake him up.
Yeah.
Alcohol
So
and all.
let's say you kind of before heading out or on the outskirts of the village, you kind of splash some water on his face and wake him up. Kind of coughs and splutters and says, what was going on?
Now, I must say, you have quite the familiar face.
Where
A little bit younger, but familiar.
am I? Who are you?
Tell me, darling, what's your name?
Fargo. People call me young Fargo.
Ah,
What?
so you're Fargo's boy.
Yeah. Wait, what? What's the cult? I was gonna have unlimited power.
That seems
Unlimited
hard to
power.
believe since we killed them all.
What?
I'm sorry to inform you, but your dear associates are in piles of ashes back there. If you'd like, I could happily make you join them, but I thought it would be better at least to let you see your father.
You killed them? We weren't
You're only
doing
alive because we owe old Fargo.
we weren't doing anything too bad, right? Just, you know,
We did terrible things.
just research. What?
Awful things.
What awful things?
You know, imprisoning and sacrifices. You know, the things that were literally going on right above your head.
Sacrifices? I don't remember
don't
any
give me that.
sacrifices going on.
I do not believe him.
I mean, you could insight check him.
I don't believe him.
Okay,
It was
you can
literally
just
happening right
choose
above
not to believe him.
It was literally going on right above his head. You have to walk past the bodies they dumped into the holes to get to where he is. I don't believe him. It's not
Alright.
physically possible.
Yeah, wasn't he literally guarding the cage of the fucking?
I mean, he was near the prisoners, but maybe he wasn't.
Yeah, he was guarding the cage
Yeah.
of the prisoners.
He might have been in the process of being initiated, so he might not have known the full depths of what the cult was doing, but he was
He was around the
definitely
corner
on
from
his
a
way
pile of
in.
Dead bodies.
But they were also in that. Remember how there was another way downstairs?
Hmm.
Maybe like the lesser people don't come in from the temple; they come in from the
There
bottom.
would have been a way to go past down there without going past a load of bodies, but yeah.
Then they would pass by the room that had the collection of skeletons that could turn into a branchy monster.
I mean, you could ask him.
I'm gonna insight check and fuck this.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
16. So he's guilt. He feels guilt. He sounds guilty of being part of the cult, but maybe he is a little bit shocked about live sacrifices. And he kind of blurts out.
Accusations.
He's like, oh, you know, we had bodies, but they were taken from the graveyard, right? They were already dead.
Kane is gonna pull out the urn, and he's gonna explain to him, well, your master, Lord Vialis, killed his family, his wife, his child, and this here urn is what he used for that unlimited power, and this is their remains.
He kind of like has this look of realization, and then his face kind of just falls, and he starts kind of like openly sobbing. I just wanted to be strong, and my old man always said shortcuts were a bad idea, but I just wanted to something new. I don't want to just be a farmer or an inn owner. I want something else, but not this. And he tries to get away from the urn, but he's
By
bound.
the
So-
gods, kids. If you wanted to spice up your life, join a mercenary corps, not a fucking cult.
So I would
Potato,
probably
potato.
be showing up with Fargo by now. I would
Yeah,
think.
let's say you do it nearby, and then you kind of bring old Fargo, and like old Fargo sees him and says, "Oh, my boy, my boy! Oh, what did they do to you, those damn cultists? Why is he bound?"
He was
Look at the
he was one of
robes.
the cultists himself. He was pretty deep in.
What? He just starts taking off his belt. Oh boy, I'm gonna show you a beating you won't forget.
Start polishing his belt.
He just starts walking towards him, and like young Fargo goes,
certainly-
"I'm sorry, Dad."
I
Good
certainly
ball.
won't begrudge you your father-son discipline, but perhaps we can deal with the issues at hand first, and then we can leave you to take him back to the inn, and you can do that then.
He kind of just
I don't know if we all
rumbles.
need to watch you
Beat his
public
ass.
square or-
Ugh, fine. But boy, you're gonna be working this day off, I tell you. He kind of puts his belt back on.
He's lucky he's alive, honestly. We almost killed him because we thought he was just a cultist. Luckily,
He kinda
I
just looks
recognized
at
him in
you.
time.
Ah. Well,
It
I'm
was a
glad you didn't
chaotic
go through with
situation.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine, but still. Maybe you can be more careful next time. But either way, I am in your debt. And I thank you.
Of course. Well, let's get the mayor out here.
Okay, so yeah, let's say you go into the same meeting room, and yeah, Mayor Kara and Yaeda, they reunite fondly, and unless you need her, she is whisked off to a side room where she'll be nursed back to health, as she has a lot of exhaustion levels on her. Yeah, the mayor says, thank you. I had faith in you. I didn't come anywhere close to the time limit I gave you, so well done, all around. Perhaps I can fetch you some refreshments.
Please.
Yeah?
That would be
I
great.
forgot to put my disguise back on, so instead, how I was before. Just
Oh shit! I forgot
You're
all our
welcome.
names.
Let's say you're using them. Yeah.
thanks, Mayor.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, after a minute or so, someone comes in with a very heavy platter of snacks and refreshments, and they are all mighty delicious.
Oh, by the gods.
There we go. I've got the list. Gaston.
Mm-hmm. Was it Chuddy or Chimmy or something for
Chappie.
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 That's the one, Chappie.
Wallaby.
Wallaby, yeah.
Yep. I am Axel, and Kane is
Axel.
Kid.
Axel sounds like the kind of person that has a pretty sick tattoo. Alright, so yeah, you're still all using your code names. So yeah, she asks for a full account of what you came across during your investigation.
I will give the full account, except for I will say that Imra killed Vialis.
Okay. Does anyone else say anything about that?
No, I'll cast
You'll
message
cast?
to
Okay.
yeah, to Kinoran and ask him if we should drop the fake names now, because this is official business. You can respond to this message.
Kinoran will respond to. I think it's best to, especially if we're gonna use their testimonies in our defense.
Mm-hmm.
If they show up calling us our code names, it's gonna cause some confusion. I think now that everything's calmed down, the people have been returned, I think we can drop the facade.
Yes, I believe there was something I was not truly keyed into, especially when the bashful one over there was speaking, and she'll point to Azza. How about you tell me your real name, darling?
Wait,
House of Gwyneth. The
I thought
Hexer
they were
School of the
messaging.
Serpents.
Oh, I but didn't. Oh, did you have that? Well, either way, you're being open with it now, right? We can retcon that if you didn't. If what you just said, Keenerin, wasn't out loud.
Are we dropping the facade?
Yeah, sorry, headset died on me. Yeah, so once Kinoran gives me the good to go, since he's our babysitter, I would go ahead and be as political as possible. I will apologize abundantly for the deception and try to make everybody as friendly as possible.
So yeah, same thing. She says she knew something was up, and she understands, although she maybe takes some insult to it. But yeah, she then does the whole thing again. I knew something was up when the bashful one over there was acting a little awkward. But yeah, how about you tell me your real name, darling?
I'm Azza. Hail from Gwyneth, the School of the Hexer Serpent.
Can't say I've been.
We technically wanted people, which is why we kept the deception. But now we have the evidence of our innocence in the matter. Most perturbatory.
as long as you're innocent, things will be smoothed over. But yes,
We
so
are certainly innocent.
yes,
Alice, on the other hand, killed his entire family.
yes, I had heard rumors of such, but I didn't know. But yes, too bad he is dead. But I think we have sufficient evidence to approach the courts of
It's
Waterdeep.
okay. I do have a way of speaking with him. I will just require a rest before we do that.
Oh, interesting. But yes, of course, we can do such a thing. I will probably start preparations to dismantle and bury that wretched temple, unless you need to go back in there for any reason.
I don't believe we do, but I would say proceed with caution because there could be traps laying about. That cult was extremely devious.
Yes, we will be cautious.
For sure.
And I can't say I've heard of the god you mentioned, Geanu, but yes, any evil deity to do with cults is never a good sign. But yes, feel free to rest up and we can have another meeting in the morning. Yes?
Thank you.
And then, go ahead, Salam.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Well, we're all kind of doing whatever we're doing. Kane wants to pull Azza to the side. Azza, darling.
What is it? I seem to be a bit surly.
In Gwyneth,
Yeah.
how do you have squires of the sort?
Yes. You mean knight apprentices?
Well, kind of. Well, it just came in my head. I could understand the position young Fargo came in. And I was wondering if you would, as punishment, take him possibly as a squire. He would be
No, I
more
don't do
useful
that.
to us of tending to your armor, your weapons, your needs, carrying your goods, doing the legwork we don't want to do since, let's be honest, old Chappie over there has been a little bit on the dark side lately. He might actually need a rest.
I don't want to bring that boy with us. One, he's his father's boy, needs to be taken care of. And another thing, you seem to trust that his mistake was just a mistake. I'm not certain of this, but what's important here is that he is the kind of person to make a bad judgment call, like joining a cult. I don't want him with us.
Then I'll say the issue is at rest. So thank you for your time, darling.
Thank you for asking me.
Okay. So anything else to be discussed before the long rest?
Guys, help me think of questions to ask Vialis here. What I've come up with so far was, who do you work for, and what was your ultimate goal?
Why did you kill your family? I mean, we might figure that out from the text.
Yeah, I think we kind of know that. It was so that he can make that urn that would bestow upon him powers to do these rituals.
I would, instead of asking who he worked for, because he could possibly just say Geanu, whatever this god's name is, ask him what his connection is with Mr. Irmwood. What's the guy's name? Irma?
Oh, Imra
Pine Blossom?
Imra, yeah. Pine Dick. Fuck that guy.
Wow. I mean, you meant to hate him, but yeah.
Imra Pine Blossom. What is your connection with Imra Pine Blossom? Okay. So that's only 2 questions then, if I'm not asking who do you work for. I have 3 more.
What was the ritual supposed to achieve for all the bodies at that temple? I mean, at that altar.
I think that kind of falls under what was your ultimate goal.
Oh, you're right. That is.
So, are you discussing this back at the tavern?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah, so you're kind of back at the tavern. You can hear old Fargo lecturing young Fargo in the other room. And yeah, you basically have a long rest. Also, while you're discussing this, Salam, as a cleric, you will know that for the urns to be laid to their final rest, you would have to kind of scatter them on hallowed grounds to grant them true eternal rest.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just
So I
something
could
you'll.
go back to the House of the Moon and scatter them
Yeah,
there.
you could do it. You do know that their family had some connection to the House of the
Yeah,
Moon, so
they
that
were
would be
followers,
ideal.
so
Yeah,
yeah, I think that would make a lot of
yeah.
sense.
But any hallowed ground would do, but that would be the ideal one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll wait and do it there.
Okay, so yeah, you have a rest, and then when you guys are ready, you can cast Speak with Dead.
Okay, so
And you can do it again
what
with the
other
mayor
what other
present.
questions do we got here? Need 3 more.
I mean, you can have a think, or you could start it and then see what you come up with based on answers, but yeah.
We could ask, like, do you have any other connections besides
That's 10-minute duration.
whatever the fuck his name was? I forgot what his name was
The
now.
guards?
Pharrell.
Farrell.
Yeah, Pharrell. In
Oh,
Waterdeep.
that guy. Yeah, you still got him alive as well, this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we could ask if he has any connections or other business dealings, maybe.
Ask him where the deed's at for the business. Maybe we're gonna be business owners.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Perhaps we should ask maybe a full, detailed list of who works for him. That way, he says the name Farrell, and that way the witnesses can hear it.
I have to start combing
Yes,
through my
absolutely.
notes.
Now, I have a question.
So
I'm not
who
particularly
works for
familiar
you?
with this, but
Mm-hmm.
are the responses truthful?
So going back to the spell, last 10 minutes needs to be done within 10 days. You can ask up to 5 questions, presuming the corpse is in capable condition. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and it's under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer, but it is common to combine that with the zone of truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spell doesn't return creature's soul to its body, blah blah blah. Can't learn any new information. So it can't speculate on future events based on what's happened, it's just what it knows raw. So yeah, you can couple that with Zone of Truth if any of you guys have that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I was going to do that. So we've got who works for you, what was your ultimate goal, what is your connection to Imra Pine Blossom? We could ask where the deeds are for all of the businesses, and I think that maybe either keeping them or turning them over to maybe Candlekeep would gain us quite a bit of prestige.
Agreed.
Okay, so yeah, you can start asking those questions, and then we'll see how many you have left over. And then you can ask any more. So you've got 4 now, yeah? So yeah, you all gather at the mayor's
Yeah, so
meeting
we need
room.
one more.
Yeah. So yeah, you can come up with those on the fly or think a bit more. But yeah, so let's say you all meet, you cast a spell with the mayor present, and yeah. So the spell is in effect now. The head kind of jerks and twitches to life, and it lets out a raspy kind of breath. And then yeah, the floor is yours.
All right. What was your ultimate goal with the ritual that you were conducting?
Okay, let's see. So the ultimate ritual, the ultimate goal even. Let's see, where is he? Oops, no, that's the wrong person. So his goal essentially was to gain ultimate power through the god Geonu, and to fulfill the kinds of to progress the experimental research of necromancy crossed with druidic energies and magics. Let me just check if there's anything else. Where are we? Temple of the Bird. Where is he?
Not what I was really hoping for.
Wireless. Ideal. Yes, it's kind of like just repeating the phrase that Geonu will gift us with the ultimate insight and give us knowledge from the beyond the veil that will open our eyes to ultimate power.
Geonu will
Yep.
gift us.
Put that into chat for you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Essentially this.
Yeah, I was like.
And like he's also got the goal of furthering this experimental research of necromancy coupled with druidic magics. But in the end, he kind of just starts jabbering about serving Geonu, and that his soul belongs to this god that neither of you have ever heard of before. So yeah, that's one.
Than Geonu?
No, Geonu is the god he's yammering on about.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you've never heard of him at all.
Okay. What is your connection with Imra Pine Blossom?
Okay, let's see. So his connection with Imra Pine Blossom. So he is essentially the one that got him onto this path. He met him at some point in the past, and Imra started filling his mind with dark thoughts and putting him onto the path of Geonu. He used to be a devout follower of Selûne, but he eventually kind of got seduced by the offer of power. He talks about how he was under potential financial strife. He wanted more power, he wanted more kind of power. Essentially, he wanted to get more with his life.
So he was desperate and took the offer of the devil, basically.
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
And that's why he strayed from Selûne's grace.
Detail everyone who works for you.
So yeah, he will kind of detail all the cult people that were in there, but things were progressing, but still not in full swing yet. So the cult kind of group is low. It probably kind of totals up to kind of the amount of people you've killed, or and young Fargo who you've rescued. He details all the people who work for him in Waterdeep, and he brings up Fail, who he met with. Let me just double check the details of that. Yeah, essentially, he met with Fel, and he kind of put him onto this small kind of village outside of Waterdeep that would be prime real estate for setting up this cult. And then he kind of got in cahoots with him. So yeah, you have all the names of the people at the shops, but they aren't really necessarily connected with the cult. They're just working and running his businesses.
Gotcha. Okay.
Still worthy of being investigated, but yes.
Yeah. Where are the deeds for your businesses?
He'll give you the location of them. Let's say they're in his boarded up manor somewhere.
Okay. Does
But yeah,
anybody else have anything else? We have one more question.
yeah, Keenerin, you'll probably know that the deeds would most likely go to his heir. If there's no heir, it's highly likely that unless someone has some claim to it, it will probably go to
Goes
the
to the
guilds,
government.
and then it would be kind of sold and distributed through the guilds that it belongs to. So
Or
unless
given
you
as
are able
rewards
to
for
get,
services to the city.
maybe it would have to be a pretty good case, but the chances are, unless you have a very good claim to it, it will
We
just
have
be
guild
go to
lawyers,
the
right?
government. Different guilds, but yeah.
Miss Mayor,
Lawyers.
we would perhaps ask that you forget that we asked that last question. We do have some plans, and the people that we work for could gain a lot by having these businesses under their banner.
I just
Nothing
like.
nefarious, I promise you.
I would hope not. Let's. I can promise this. I will not bring it up myself, but if it comes up, I will not hide the truth.
Very well.
And Keen Arnold kind of like flashes his guild badge. Just, it'll be in good hands. Don't worry.
Different guilds, but guilds are guilds as far as I'm concerned. Big city has
We're
so
all
many of them.
interconnected. We're all interconnected. We all work together. It'll go to someone with better intentions than the previous owner, I can assure
Yeah.
you.
So if it gets absorbed in your guild, the real estate would just go to your guild, that kind of thing, and it would just be repurposed as something to do with weavers.
Yeah.
So that's 3 questions. So 2 left.
No, that was 4.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I asked, what was your ultimate goal with the ritual? What is your connection with Imra? Detail who works for you,
And then where the thing is. Yeah.
Your...
Yeah, my bad. And very good of you
worries.
for not squeezing an extra one out of me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't cheat.
Very good.
Defeats the purpose.
So yeah, 1 left.
Perhaps it's a long shot, but maybe he might know where this Imra hides out. It's, again, a long shot, but...
It is a long shot, but I can't think of anything else, and it could be worth it. Or do you know of any other associates or acolytes of Imra's?
That's a good question.
Ooh, I'd have to look into that.
Do you want to go with that then? Because there could be other people that aren't working directly for Vialis that are like him, that are likewise, like acolytes of Imra that maybe he's come into contact with, or I don't know how separate Imra keeps his businesses and his followers, but how secluded they are. But I don't know. It could be worth it.
Or perhaps where other sects of this god are, this evil deity.
Yes, we could ask that. Do you know of any other sects that are, what's the word, devout to Gernu? And where are they located?
Precisely.
Okay.
I think I like that one.
Is everyone good with that? Azza, you've been awful quiet.
Thinking about a lot of other things. Continue on. All this is fine.
Okay. Kane?
Sounds perfectly fine to me.
Do you know of any other sects of the cult who worships Gernu and where they are located?
I'm trying to find something. This is very, very much later.
Yeah.
So, I'll give you something. Let me grab this. So, yes, you'll say, I do not know of any other connections or people he approached me within Waterdeep. I did hear one phrase that piqued my interest. I'm not sure if this is the right one, but I think it is. So I heard mention of something called the Lycortha Expanse. I do not know what this is, though. I think that's the right one.
Alright, and with that, then the
magic
head like slumps as the magic leaves the body, and it is now just a corpse once more.
Yeah. So yeah, let's say there was a scribe in there as well with the mayor noting all of this down. She will have redacted the information you asked, but again, if it comes up, she won't lie or hold the truth away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. So yeah, anything else to talk about after this? You still have Farrell.
I don't think we need really anything else from Farrell. We need to go grab the deeds real quick.
Yeah, you can go grab the deeds from his mansion cottage place over here. It takes a little bit of time searching.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we keep, because there were 6 businesses, right? And the mayor doesn't know exactly how many there are because we just asked where the deeds are. So why don't we keep them separate, and that way if she asks, we can just turn in some of them and keep the rest.
Why are you being so deceptive? What's come over you?
What are you talking about?
You're acting like a thief.
How am I acting like a thief?
You're lying to the mayor, who we have no reason to have any distrust for, and
I
you're
didn't
just
lie
trying
to the mayor.
Who did? And you're plotting about lying to her now.
I see nothing wrong with taking these businesses for ourselves.
Does no one else see that Salam's kind of becoming real shifty right now? Like, I'm the one with the sword that wants to kill people, but I'm not the one murdering people on the floor after... No one else?
That was dead already, and you know it.
I'll say this. When it comes to Lord Vialis, I can't say I disagree with Salam's actions. That man, if you wish to call him that, needed to be put down. I'm carrying around a jug of his family's ashes that he used for rituals. When it comes to the business... go ahead, Azza.
You know that's not how it is. He was planning on revivifying the person. And we all... Well, the two of us came to his defense just before the fight started. It was very chaotic.
Well, I agree. It was chaotic in times of passion and in the heat of the moment, as it's quite difficult to make the best decisions. I have the luxury, unlike you, where I could stand back a bit and watch things unfold. And I gotta tell you, from my perspective at least, that man was gonna be put down regardless. We just needed the body to attach with the crimes, that's it. As to come with the deeds, I do see the pros and cons of each. As to lying to the mayor or even asking it in front of the mayor, I believe was a bit foolish on our part. Well, damn, if we're going to lie about something or if we're going to plan something, we got to do it in the confines of our group.
There was no other way to ask the question not in front of the mayor.
I understand that.
When we're being devious to the hags, it was for the benefit of freeing people and ending evil. But here, we're being devious for our own personal gain.
Well,
yeah, but we're not hurting anyone. We may be benefiting ourselves, but who are we hurting? It's not like we're taking from some needy organization or something like that. I would never do that. But there's nothing wrong with, gaining a little something for ourselves. And you have no idea what my plans even were for these businesses.
You're lying to the mayor. Weird enough. You're making deals with weird artists in back rooms in strange taverns.
Is this conversation happening hushed away from the mayor, I presume?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought we
Yeah.
were away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's say you've left and you've head back to the tavern or wherever. Yeah, carry on, sorry.
There's something you're not telling me about that raven form. And I had a fourth item, but I'm gonna end it there because I forgot.
Fair enough.
Well, listen, I for one, if you want to know the shifty
just remember
deals I deal with in the back room, Asa, you are more than allowed to join. And he'll wink at him.
I only grimace. And for what Imra's word is worth, he claims that the magic dealer is out to kill you. Now, why would he do that?
Well, I certainly don't know why the man would be out to kill me. I don't think that any actions that I did rose to that level.
What
Simply
actions did you do?
Simply a bit of mischief.
It had to have been Rolo.
Maybe. If in doubt, Roller. Just use him as a
He
scapegoat.
seemed very specific. Not
Yeah.
us, but Salam.
So I think Imra mentioned nothing about the mage wanting to kill you, but they definitely wanted to jump you, whatever that meant, whether it was killing or just knocking out, and just take you take everything you had on you. So you could look at that as wanting to kill you or just wanting to like kind of mug you. There was
point, although it's
there's
for me
no
it's a small
solid.
difference.
Hmm.
Oh, he only wanted to leave you beat up in a popper.
Mhm.
Perhaps he was upset that we were able to haggle him down on some of his wares that he probably thought were more expensive.
Like
Not
that
us.
Beyblade.
Imra, for what his word is worth, said Salam.
Yeah. The mage definitely had a fixation on Salam.
I gave
Salam,
you my answer.
did you rip that poor
Yes,
gentleman
you
off?
did.
I did not. I actually did nothing harmful at all whatsoever to that man. I swear it on Saloon.
You also swore you weren't werebeasts on Saloon. But we'll see about that.
Sounds like someone just has a case of the mistrustfuls and
I
is very
suppose-
suspicious.
I suppose he does.
Well,
Well-
it sounds more like your problem than mine then. I'm done with this
Je-
conversation.
Gentlemen, please, listen. We just came back from a victory. Why are we not in a tavern? Why are we not neck deep in women or men, if that's what your preference is? We should be celebrating. This is a win for Candlekeep, and yet we are here bickering like old hags in a covenant.
Because this one wants to question every deed of mine as if I'm some bad person or I'm out to get him in some way, and I'm sick of it.
Well, listen, we will have no more of this, no more pointing fingers, at least for tonight. For the gods help me, you were both gonna make me firebolt my own face.
That's pretty extreme. Alright.
Hold on, I gotta do
You
some
gotta-
Pokemon assist.
Yeah, I can see. Alright. So yeah, anyone else got anything else to say, or we could kind of hot fit things over to Waterdeep, take care of any loose ends there, and then go back to the keep. You know, we should have time to get into that if we kind of get things going.
Make sure I click on the long rest because I forgot to.
Anything else to do in Greenfest? Yeah, you could have a night of celebrations and revelries, that kind of thing, and then you could head to Waterdeep to prove your innocence, kind of finalize things with the elven blacksmith you wish to take to Candlekeep,
Salam definitely doesn't feel like celebrating anymore.
Yeah, so yeah, Salam. Yeah, you could go out and spend the night in by yourself, praying to Saloon, and then retire. What
I
would
think
you?
I would
To
take
keep up appearances, that's about it.
I would take a nice fly through the night sky.
Yeah, so you spend some time by yourself under the stars and moon. You feel maybe some kind of like turmoil with how things have ended, but you feel like you have accomplished a lot. You feel this kind of nagging sensation that there's one last thing to do, and if you kind of sat and prayed upon it, you would probably feel that it would be laying the ashes to rest in the House of the Moon.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the last thing you can think of. So yeah, in the morn, you all have had your long rest, and then you can all set off to Waterdeep with the evidence and such.
Okay.
Okay, let's get over to Waterdeep then. Where did I put that map?
We are beset by bandits.
No. Let's all go to Waterdeep. Hopefully
Wolves.
Yeah, it should be
Wolves,
alright.
yes, 3 wolves.
3 wolves.
A couple of goblins.
Yeah, 3 wolves being ridden by goblins and
Ooh.
a halfling
Now you're
named
talking.
Scampy.
Scampy, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
If this is a reference, I don't know it.
I don't know. This Scampy the food.
Scampy?
You know, like the fried fish thing. It's not. I don't think it's a fish. What is Scampy? It's a seafood of sorts. Scampy, a common meal in a British pub. Kind of like prawns, I guess, or shrimp.
I've heard
Shrimp.
Scampy. Yeah, like
Shrimp.
shrimp Scampy.
Shrimp, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's the difference between a shrimp and a prawn. I think they're the same thing. Who knows? Anyway, yes,
I
you.
think prawns are bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
much
in
bigger.
the UK we have like prawns, and then we have king prawns. They're the big ones. I don't.
Well, shrimp and jumbo shrimp.
I guess it's that. It's that. I'm not sure. But yeah, all the thing I remember about when I was eating in America that one time I went for a holiday, the plates were big and the food was big, but I was also a smaller person at the time. But yes, definitely good. Oh, smoked barbecues. You got that right for sure. That was so good. Smoked brisket and ribs.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Yes.
Ribs.
I'm gonna get some ribs later now.
Jeez, you make me hungry. It's a tough
Alright, yeah, so you head back to Waterdeep, you get on in, let's say you kind of sneak on in the same and kind of get to the Weavers Guild. You communicate with the Weavers Guild that you've found sufficient evidence, and they will send a runner to the High Court and arrange a hearing with those who could be trusted. You have the list of people, so you could find someone who would give you a fair trial. And basically, unless you want to bring up anything specific, the trial goes without any problem, and yeah, you are proved innocent, and there's no problems. The only thing that might come up is the whole deed thing, unless you, well, it probably wouldn't come up in regarding proving your innocence unless it gets kind of pushed in that direction. What would you want to do? And the mayor can be there with you as well as a witness.
Yeah, I would do anything to keep the conversation from going in that direction.
Yeah, so the mayor will probably be there as a witness, but as she promised, she wouldn't bring it up, but if she's asked about it, she wouldn't hide the truth. So yeah, it kind of concludes with you being innocent. The information of Vialis, he'll be labeled as a criminal. He is dead, so he can't be brought to justice and answer for that, but they can label that as concluded. There are no current heirs, so they will probably rule or head to rule that his assets would be distributed as seen fit, unless anyone could kind of claim any right to them in any way.
for our services to the city, would you think of handing him over to our stewardship for the benefit of Candlekeep and its continued patronage of the Sword Coast, and especially Waterdeep?
And
So-
also the House of the Moon and the Weavers Guild.
So the keep doesn't really have any sway in Waterdeep politics. However, the Weavers Guild would. So they could be sold to the Weavers Guild at a discounted price that they would definitely be able to afford.
I would ask that one be given to the House of the Moon.
The Weavers Guild would query that, but you could probably kind of like push that. Not sure what the House of the Moon would have use for it, but what they'd use it for. But yeah, they could do that. I'm sure they need things weaving, whatever it is, vestments. That's probably something that would be woven.
To help the argument on our behalf, Kane will make sure he emphasizes how many corrupt officials attack them out in public, breaking the city's laws.
So among the listed individuals would be the goons that were hired from the local mercenary. They would be rounded up and charged. Any bribed guards will be rounded up and charged, and any other officials will be rounded up and charged as well with the correct punishment.
Good.
So yeah, anyone connected with Vialis will be tried and charged with whatever they are deemed to be guilty of. And this has gone all the way to the top, more or less, so there's no chance of corruption or getting away. If anyone tries to get away, they'll be hunted down or captured, or yeah, they wouldn't be able to return to Waterdeep. So yeah, everyone who is guilty is charged and imprisoned, and their sentence is according to their charge. Yeah. Anything else want to be covered during the trial?
Kinoran might ask that, because he's part of the Weavers Guild, maybe ask for like a general manager position for these gained assets.
You'll definitely get a kickback for that. Yeah, you could get granted a promotion within the guild. I'm not entirely sure what that would entail, but we could hash that out. Because yeah, you've basically given them, I believe there's 5 businesses, 1 gone to saloon, so basically they've gotten 4 real estate shop
there were
areas.
6 total. Was there only 5 total?
5, I can't really remember. I think it's 5 or 6, but let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like there's 5. Either way, 5 or 6. Basically, yeah, they've gotten 2 real estate shop places for an incredibly good price. So yeah, Kinarin will definitely get a promotion for that.
Okay. Just because Kinoran would grant maybe a member of the House of Saloon, like partial ownership or something like that.
Yeah, they can get a cut of the profits or a discounted thingamajobber for whatever they would need from the Weavers Guild.
That way the House of Saloon gets some of the businesses.
Okay. Anything else to take care of? Let's say it's daytime. Anything else to do in Waterdeep you can. Salam, you feel it would be best to go lay these ashes to rest when it's during the night and the moon is full. Yeah.
I don't have anything else to do quite at the moment, but I will need to lay these ashes to rest when night falls at the House of the Moon. So, is there anything that anybody else needs to do up until then?
Drinks, then, I presume?
Why don't we make use of a good market here? There's trinkets and valuables that we might be able to sell?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
could
guess-
sell or buy anything.
Oh yeah, I guess we did get some stuff that we would need to sell. I think.
Yeah,
I
you
have
could
no
sell
interest in
them
keeping
for the
these.
face value, or
Medallions.
mm-hmm.
The aesthetic is frankly terrible. Where the fuck is market? There
So
it is.
can we sell the earrings? Were 150 gold pieces.
Yeah, you can sell them for that.
We found 115 gold pieces. There was a sword and 2 daggers. Does anybody want those?
I think you gave them
gave those
back
back to
to the,
Oh, yeah, we gave those
commoners
back,
who
that's right.
owns those. if
And
you're
then
curious,
there
the
were-
earrings
there were
did
5.
belong
Sorry,
to who was it? Yaeda, the sister, but it never came up. So yeah, that's just something you don't know, but that's if you're curious.
Oh, I knew. I just.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
We also had 5 gold bracelets worth 150 gold pieces each.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all of the stuff to sell, unless nobody wants to keep the robes of scintillating colors, which I'm guessing somebody probably will.
Might be something for
I know
Kane.
someone here could use just a little bit more scintillation.
That's 5, 6, 750.
I mean, I think it just makes you harder to hit, so I guess it could go to Kane or Keenerin, unless there's a class specificness. Let me have a look-see.
Whoa, it's like a displacer cloak? That's pretty nifty.
Robe of scintillating
I
colors.
have
Let me double check. Blah blah blah. 1d3 charges. Action. 1 charge. Display a shifting pattern of dazzling hues until the end of your next turn. During this robe, it sheds a bright light in a 30-foot radius, 30 feet of dim. Creatures that you can see have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. In addition, any creature in play powers like DC 15 or be stunned. Ah, so yeah, anyone squishy
Pretty nice.
could use that. So,
sounds
yeah.
like cane armor to me.
Kane
Though
or
Keenor
Keenerin.
certainly has merit to it as well.
So yeah, it's up to you.
Oh, Keenoran's more up front than I am, so I'm comfortable with him having it.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Especially when spells run out, he's out there casting Shillelagh with the fuzzy bunny slippers.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can give them to Keenerin if you so wish. And
The
then
value on these seems kind of high, so you'll correct me if I wrote it down wrong. But I've got 2 golden cold medallions, and I wrote the value is 125 each.
I'm pretty sure that's right. I'll double check for you. Temple, blah blah blah. Anything
were
else?
they?
50 then. Golden Colt medallions. We found them
Okay.
in the
So
office.
50. Okay. Was there anything else that we need to sell?
That were the
Yes, though nothing
books.
quite as... No,
You could sell the
don't get
books.
sold.
Oh, okay.
The
that's
books are
fine.
not being sold.
Okay.
I have 3 sets of wood carving tools for 3 total.
For 3 gold total?
Yeah,
yeah.
3 gold. Every little helps.
1 each.
Let's hold on to 1 set of the wood carving tools just in case. You never know what you might need.
Alright. So subtract. These ones would be harder to sell. I've
Yeah,
got
2
damaged
golden,
drift globes.
2 golden
and a glowing
medallions,
orb.
125 each.
Good money.
What are 125 each?
The gold medallions.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, you've got some busted drift globes.
Yeah, I don't know how those sell.
Let me have a
They,
look.
they did produce light, but
Let's see, 5e drift globe. How much do they go for?
They don't really give prices on magic items most of the time, unfortunately.
Yeah. Let me have a quick look, see what people say. Anything else while we take care of this?
a glowing orb which is not a drift globe.
I mean, they could be broken down for components. I'm just seeing what the general.
It says 800 gold.
They're busted, but there's 2 of
Well,
you.
yeah, that would be for like a fully functioning one.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like 700-800.
So you
Since
could
I've got
probably
2 that
find
are broken.
someone for, I don't know, How many do we have here? Like, I don't know. Where
What
are
what if it's 150 each?
we? I'll probably do like 100 each for each of you. Is that
So
amenable?
how many were there?
2.
Two.
Dude,
So
put-
No,
another
that is in like
200.
100 to each. Wait, would that be work? 100 to each of you? Like how many? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 100 to each of you. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving you too much. I don't fucking know.
So 400, another 400.
Yeah, they'll like
Okay.
take it at like half price. That was originally what I was thinking. So yeah,
Okay.
so like half price. So you could break it down for magic components. So yeah, 100 each. So 400. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you're getting a bunch
glowing
of cash
orb
money.
A glowing orb is not a drift globe. It's not broken though. This is one that was found. Shit, where did we pick this one up?
Oh, that was just like a fancy crystal sphere that was enchanted with the light spell.
But it's a permanently enchanted, right? That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
maybe you would think you were going to sell it to someone for on the idea that it was they didn't need candles anymore or something.
I think, yeah.
The drift globes were in the locked office, and the glowing orb was in the debased library, as I'm calling it.
Some guy
Little
says he'll
chamber
give you
behind the
7
chapel.
gold for it.
So we could I just added it all up. We could take, if we split it 4 ways, it's 416 each, or we could each take 400 and then give the additional like 70. What would it be? Or 64
Was that
gold.
416 each, excluding the enchanted globe?
No, that's including the enchanted globes.
Oh, okay. No,
Wait,
no, the light
enchanted
enchanted
globe?
one. The fancy
how
one.
much is that?
Would,
How many
Um,
gold
gold would be
work?
a steal for
let's
it.
say
He's-
we so
Send
for
off for 7.
no, scratch that. So let's say we round it up to 420 each,
Okay.
including the globe. 420. That's a pretty cool number.
Okay.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
Yeah. All right.
420.
Is
I'm
that
just gonna add
everything
40
sold?
Platinum.
That's everything in my sheet.
Yeah, you can.
That's everything I see.
You can get it in whatever currency you want. You could go to a bank and exchange your coppers for whatever's or silvers for whatever. Yeah. So yeah, you do your selling and any shopping you'd want to do.
One question. What do we want to do with the box of the flesh with the myconid spores? Do we want to turn that in for evidence? Is that what we did?
Unfortunately, those weren't myconids.
It was like a
nice.
sample, wasn't it? The fungal thing.
Oh, it definitely had growing mushrooms and spores.
Mm.
I'd say it's more than a sample. It's a starter kit.
Yeah.
We
There was
could try to
something-
find somebody to sell it to.
Yeah, you could go to Mr. Paints or whatever. He'll probably buy it.
Maybe a botanist.
Yeah, or just like we could go to like an herb shop or something.
I don't know if they'd want to slab a human flesh with mushrooms growing on it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I could reach out to Mr. Paints.
Yeah, you can probably find Mr. Paints and he would buy it for a price.
Kane will go with you. That's his friend.
I have no idea how much this would be. Myconid sample. Let's see.
Just roll like a d20 and times it by 10 or something.
70 gold. So yeah, he'll do that. He'll give you 70 gold in coppers.
In coppers, this fucker.
He just has like a
So that's
massive
another-
sack of like these copper coins. He
7,000
rambles on about
coppers.
the government in Waterdeep wiretapping the gold and silver coins so they can keep an eye on the corrupted elite or something.
So that's another like 17.5 gold for everyone.
Hmm.
After they've walked away. You really don't have any issues with like the shady dealings.
Mr. Paints.
Keynard's like, I'm not entirely sure I'm super happy with this flesh being peddled, especially with the but I don't take this one to be involved.
I mean, you could probably take some kind of comfort in the fact that the flesh was probably already infected. So maybe it was a victim that got caught up in the spores, but also with the cult, they could purposely infect someone, but yeah, you can't really be sure. Either way, it's not a good way to go out.
The herbalism stores won't buy this. It's probably not good that we're selling it to just anyone on the street. What if an infection breaks out? That's on us.
Let me see. Let me check something real quick.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything? Trying to wrap up Waterdeep so we can get back to Candlekeep and introduce our new player soon, before the stream ends, hopefully. Is anyone wanting to try and buy something?
Kane's good. Ready to go back.
Do we need to do anything with the blacksmith, or can we just kind of like handle that off camera?
Handle that off camera. Really... So okay, you'll go back, talk to the keeper, and they'll kind of like essentially okay it, and we can like deal with that. But yeah, I've got the token here, but not a name.
So I would say before we sell this to Mr. Paints, Keynard would not be comfortable selling it until he's maybe ran some heat and kind of toasted the mushrooms, so they're essentially dead. Can't produce spores. It's just skin with dried mushrooms on it now. It can't produce anything. Like he's killed the growth.
That's fine. You can probably still sell it to him. He probably rambles on about wanting to make some weird ass lava lamp using it. So yeah, let's go with that.
That way it can't be used nefariously.
Yeah. He just wants it for saying, look what I got, that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's inert, or whatever the word would be.
Yeah.
But, okay. Cool. Yeah.
So you still get your 70 golden copper pieces.
So we wait till night, and then I go spread the ashes at the House of the Moon.
Okay, so yeah, does anyone go with you, Salam, or is this alone?
Kane would like to go because he doesn't like what happened to the family, so he'll pay some respects.
Okay. Yeah, anyone else come with Salam?
Yeah, see us through to the end.
Yeah, so everyone goes with Salam then. So you all watch as Salam takes...
I wish we could have brought the spirit with us for her to be here, but keeps rules and all. It's their rules, their book.
That's fine. So you find a sacred place out in the moonlight. As the ashes are interred, you see the spectral forms of Lady Maria, Malik, Janus, and Tiana materialize before you. In silence, Lady Maria hugs her 3 children close to her as she meets each of your gazes. Along with this, Sarah's ghost also appears. Likely her connection to the diary has been broken. The 5 spirits gaze upon you, and you are filled with a sense of accomplishment. And then they vanish, and you see their essence kind of drift up to the moon. And their forms kind of scatter like flowers and petals on the wind. Salam, you go into a everyone sees Salam just go into a trance, and you are met with the visage or the presence or aura of Saloon, and you are greeted and well done, my child. You have done well with your quest, and you have done well to prove yourself as my champion. Do you have anything to ask of me before I bestow your prize and gift for such tenacity and faith?
I only ask for your continued faith and blessing in me, as I have in you.
You will have that, but you will now have the added responsibility of being my true champion, and you must not stray from my teachings and thought processes that you would know to follow as a follower. Do you agree to such a task? I may call on you in the future, but for always you must spread my teachings and be open to all ideas and thoughts and people.
Of course.
Very well. Well done, and embrace the power of Saloon. So, everyone watching this sees Salam kind of rise up into the air and begin glowing with an intense bright light, and you are bestowed your big item for the game. Here we go. I think I've made it correctly on D&D Beyond. But yeah, you get this. So you gain, where is it? The armor of Saloon. So yes, you'll get that, and you must attune to it, but let's say as you kind of do the ceremony and throughout night, you are now attuned to this. So yes.
Is it plate mail?
It is.
Ooh,
it's pretty intense plate mail that, as you can see in the description, kind of gets stronger as you level up, much like Az's blade. I'm hoping to give everyone at least something like this. So yeah. Get in line. I don't know. But yeah, so you get this as a kind of reward for this quest. However, you do need to remain truthful as you grow. It says as you grow in power and look more of the potential. However, any actions against the teachings of Saloon could result in the armor being taken away or turning against you. So always keep that in mind as you carry out Saloon's teachings and grace. So yeah, you return to the ground, clad in this bright, shining armor, and everyone can see that. And you can definitely feel the power coming off it.
I must say, Salam, that is a mighty fine look for you.
Oh, thank you. I like
Truly a look befitting a follower of Saloon.
Let me just see. Epic boons. But yeah, so yeah, he's definitely got that, and everyone can see that.
What does it do? Ooh, resistance to necrotic damage.
So yeah, you just get the base stuff at the moment. But yeah, you can see, so standard, yeah, you're chosen by the goddess of the moon. As long as you wear this armor, the priestesses or priests of Saloon will obey most of your commands, within reason, of course. Resistance once per day as an action you offer prayer to Saloon, and are granted resistance to necrotic damage for an hour, and you just get the standard plate armor resistance, and it goes up as you progress. If it turns out to be way too OP, I might change it, but it seems fine. Yeah, it seems fine. But yeah, so yeah,
I've given people way stronger stuff than that. It hasn't been game breaking, so I think it'll be good.
Good. Yeah, so you conclude the ceremony, and then everyone retires for the night. Let me just... Anyone else do anything?
Dope. I am very excited that I now have plate armor. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Oh, game's ready to go back to Candlekeep and present all the books and things they got.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head back to Candlekeep then. So yeah. Keenan, you'll need to mm-hmm.
I was just gonna, before we left the House of the Moon, I was gonna talk to like the head priest and let them know about the extra building that they have and kind of the deal with the Weavers Guild, so they can move forward with that and take that into consideration. So
yeah, they'll be very thankful for that. Yeah, so you let them know. Very good. And you'll do all the preparations for the new blacksmith to come as well. But yeah, so basically you go back to the keep, report in. Keenan will need to provide a report to the keeper. Do you kind of bring anything up? I guess you turn in the books.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll probably get a kind of kickback for that.
Now,
so yeah.
I know I have full faith in you, sir, but for the rest of the keep, I must be sure that these books are read warily. They are debased and full of unholy lores, but lores probably safe to be held by the keep.
Yeah, he will handle them with the utmost care and such.
Yeah.
You have a forbidden section.
Yeah, he definitely has a restricted section, yeah, for sure.
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Yeah, he definitely has one of those. Okay.
I move those from my profile.
Yeah,
Good,
so
I was carrying like a library on my back.
I'll look into where you are regarding whether it's the end of the month yet, and you'll definitely get kickback with all
it should be. Wasn't the travel like a ton?
Yeah, I'll look into that, and I'll look into the kickback you'll get with the books as well, and get back to you with that.
We haven't gotten paid in forever.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll look at that out off camera and kind of let you know what you get with the books and with the pay. But yeah, so
do we hand over everything, or do I still have the scroll on that alchemical stuff?
You hand over whatever you want, and keep whatever you want, based on what the whole party says.
I will. I'll say to the keeper, I found these scrolls, but I would like to take first look at them, if that's okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine with that. I mean, he'll be a bit fidgety with you having the main copy of it. He would rather have a copy made and then you have that. But if you want to keep hold of the original copy before it be copied, if that makes sense, he would be uncomfortable. But you've gotten enough trust, so he would let you that.
Nothing bad will happen to it.
He'll hold you to that. I mean, he would ask you to go to the House of the Binder and just have it copied or whatever, and you can keep a copy of it. That. So yeah, he'll let you do that. But yeah, anything else to be discussed with the keeper, or we can kind of introduce our new player in a moment.
We ready for a new player.
Okay.
A new challenger has arrived.
So yeah, you wrap everything up with this campaign. You take a rest. You will go up to level 8, and yeah, you let's say you're wherever it would be. So let's say you're kind of just going through the keep in some off turns, or some not commonly traveled area. Let's see, how can we do this? So who would be in to planar travel, or at least be kind of aware of that. Salam, you've been to different planes. Anyone else?
Mildly, but not as much
Mildly.
as Salam.
Okay. So
Kane
Salam.
would just have knowledge of planar magic, but that's it. Never partake himself.
Okay, so maybe Salam feels it first, but then those of you who are aware of planar magic and kind of know something about that, and anyone else who might be magically inclined would also feel it. So you're kind of walking through a corridor when you get a kind of chill run up the back of your back, if that makes sense, the back of your back, and then you see reality kind of warp around you, and then there is a hole kind of just rips in the air in front of you, and out of it spills a book along with another person.
Another book mystery.
Sound the horn, are you here? Maybe? Ready? Question mark?
I got his mic.
He's got a countdown.
He's got a countdown.
Nice. So, along with this book in this tear in space, spills a person. I have your token. So, if you want to describe what we see as this person spills out of this hole in the air.
Yeah. So, you see a female rock genasi. Her face kind of looks like sort of a sort of red and gray in like a layered sort of pattern that kind of swirls and goes in a loop around. But she is wearing some let me see, just some normal like traveler's clothes. Her hair is, pretty short, and you can see that she also wears a bracelet, which is kind of alternating beads of wood and metal. It looks pretty homemade. But yeah, that's what you see.
Okay. So I'll catch you up regarding where you've come from. So your your backstory that you have is in place. We'll kind of finalize how it ties into where you've come from. But essentially, you have patchy kind of memory of the place you were previously. It is definitely not of this plane. You don't know if it's an entire different plane of existence or a pocket realm. You're not entirely sure. But the last thing you remember is being sat upon by a group of kind of berserk barbarian kind of people. You remember being in a fight for your life and feel you put up a good fight, but you remember being defeated and essentially dying, but then you kind of came back to the reality that you are from, and for some reason you have been dumped into this place here. Whether you were here before or not is up to you, but you find yourself here after you thought you were being killed. So you thought you were defeated and killed, but then you got ripped back to the plane that you are from in this location. So yeah, we have a little bit of time if you have any questions between each other. So you just see this person kind of drop into your area through a rip in space with the book and the genasi you see before you.
Whoa! Who the hell are you? And where did you come from?
I could say the same thing. Who the hell are you?
Now, darling, we're asking the questions first.
Okay.
Now.
All right. Agatha. Agatha Hillis.
Agatha, are you with the keep?
Chadwick will pipe and say, "Oh, he seems to have come from another plane of existence. Are you native? By the way, I'm Chadwick Page Turner."
All right. Mind me asking what realm is this? If you're saying
This is the Sword Coast. You're in Candlekeep.
We're on the prime material plane.
Okay, good.
Where were you?
Somewhere else.
You look as if you had a bit of a rough go there.
You're quite dusty. Is it safe to assume it was an earthen plane?
Looked like it.
You do remember a thick, heavy forest.
Yeah. So
Perhaps we should let our visitor here catch their breath at least. Seems like a lot's happened.
As long as you mean no harm, of course. We should get you introduced to the keep authorities. People aren't supposed to be able to just teleport in, but if you mean no harm, it should be a small issue.
I thought that the keep had wards against this.
You do
Isn't
know
this,
that there are heavy amounts of security to prevent such things, so this is
How did
definitely
you get through?
weird.
I don't even know. I mean, I was in a fight. I was getting, and then just here.
Does she look beat up?
Maybe their body looks pristine. Oh, well, their body looks like they haven't been in a fight, but their kind of expression looks like they've been through a lot.
Is that book yours, by any chance?
Would I recognize the book?
I think so. Yeah, you'd have some recognition and connection, but yeah, you would know that this is perhaps yours, but you wouldn't really know about what has actually happened when you read such a book. So this is yours, but you don't know what happened. You have vague memory of what happened after kind of looking into this book.
Okay, so yeah, she'll pick it up off the ground. She'll be like, I think so.
So, you find yourself now a place that deals with the odd book or two. Perhaps this one that you have here will answer some questions.
It's big.
Yes. Perhaps we should lead you to the leader of Candlekeep. It takes a keen interest in odd books such as that.
The book looks particularly rare. If you're willing to part with it, you might find your stay here.
Yes, I believe that is the price for admission is a rare tome, so lucky that you came with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much your character would know about the keep, but yeah, typically you would offer a offering of a rare tome or book or piece of knowledge to gain entry. You maybe don't know much about the contents of the book. You knew about how you got the book and what it looks like, but you don't really know the contents. When you looked into it, that's kind of where your memory grows hazy. Either way, you know the book to be of what you feel the book is of great worth.
Okay. I mean, as long as it's not entirely ripped from my possession, I don't see too much issue.
Well, I don't think you have to worry too much. After all, I did give him the possible best offering anyone could give.
Let's not make that our introduction, please. You know what? Never mind.
there are many of those here that are scholars and those with vast knowledge. Perhaps if you at least allow them to take a look at the tome, we can find some answers. But being members of the keep, we can't just let you go. We do have to inform the leader here.
Right. I mean, I'm fine with you taking a look at it. I'm not entirely sure what's in it myself.
But so
Group reading
perhaps
is
that's where we should. If you're okay to stand and walk, perhaps that's where we should head now.
I should be fine. And she'll kind of take sort of a quarterstaff from behind her back and kind of hoist herself up with it.
Okay. So yeah, you all head over to the Keeper's study, which is probably where we'll finish things for today. So yeah, there we have our new player. So yeah, we'll find out more about them next time and what this book might hold. So if you're interested in that, drop a follow, join the Discord below, and tune in again next Tuesday, same time, 8 p.m. BST for that. On Sundays I also do a Waterdeep Dungeon of Mad Mage campaign with a different group where I'm a player, so tune in for that. But yes, you guys also do level up to level 8, so feel free to roll HP or take the average if you want to do that now. We can see got Keenerin got max roll at 8 there, very good. What's everyone else gonna do?
I don't trust the roll.
Yeah, you can take the average as always.
Ooh, weakling, roll.
Yeah, so also Agatha
odds are
can
worse.
spell out her name if she wishes to.
Man, I cannot decide what feat to take. I could take either Crusher or Heavy Armor Master and get my strength up to 18 at the same time.
Ooh.
But I don't know which one I want
I
to
think, Swell Daddy, did you say you were gonna do something? I haven't really looked at what the message was. I'm sure
Yeah, I
it'll be
wanted to
fine.
see if that was cool with you, then I'll go ahead and go down that path.
If you want to and it's not stupidly broken, but if it's broken, I'll just make my enemies broken. or something.
But that'll affect us frontliners before it affects him.
Oh my
I don't
god,
know.
what are you doing? A coffee lock?
Coffee lock. I'll probably be against that. no coffee locks
Coffee
here.
locks.
Yeah. But yeah, we can talk about that, but yeah, we'll work it out.
So, I don't know if it's all right to ask, but what is Agatha's class? I don't know if that's all right to ask.
Yeah, you haven't really seen much from them at the moment.
Any trappings? You have a spell book or?
Agatha is a monk of mercy.
I don't know how I would ever figure that out. Yep, you're a wizard. You have a staff, you're a wizard.
I know monks, but I don't know much about their subclasses. What's a monk of mercy do?
It's kind of like we'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at they're fun.
All I know is monks do lots of attacks and key points, something stunning. Yeah.
Stunning
Short
strike, stunning strike, stunning strike, your life is ruined.
Just stun lock everything.
The very short version is a mercy monk can use some of those extra strikes to heal as well. That's the super short
okay.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I built my character at 7th level, and I don't have access to the Foundry game yet, so I'm gonna roll physical dice.
Yeah,
One.
I mean, I can give you a link. But yeah,
Reroll
I've set you
ones,
all
right?
up already.
Yeah, ones get re-rolled.
Alright, reroll one.
You could re-roll a one
One
3
again.
times.
Yeah, if you get
One
a
again.
1 3 times in a row, you're kind of just gonna get that.
Yes, that rule has been applicable in the past.
3.
Always with Swell Daddy as well. But yeah, I sent you a link. You should be able to join your. But yeah, I've already got your character in here. I'll need to re-import it though, and we can go through Foundry at some point. But it's pretty easy to get a
What
grip
are
of.
you multi-classing into, you devious little fucker?
Multi-classing into bard so we can seduce those dragons as the trope.
Exactly. I'm gonna give you
as the trope
guys a whole
goes.
bunch of cutting words and inspiration.
Honestly, it'd be a pretty good. It's a pretty good. I understand it completely.
We'll see.
Can I
we'll
give
see.
like as a like the inspiration with like sexual jokes?
I'd rather go for dad jokes, but yeah, you could do innuendos. But yeah, we'll see.
I
We'll
love
see
the
what
idea of the
Swirl Daddy 7
inspiration.
does. Yeah. But yeah, so everyone is here. Everyone's set. We're leveling up. Anyone got anything to shout out before we finish?
Nope, just I'm ready to fuck shit up.
Yo, your new fancy
Got my-
plate armor.
Got my plate armor. I got Divine Strike. Gonna hit hard now.
Yeah.
My
You were
strength is
wanting
going
your
up
plate
to
armor.
18.
Oh, you
I've
went
been
for
wanting
heavy armor.
plate armor forever.
Well, you got plate armor and then some.
Yeah. It's funny because now the whole point of getting that blacksmith to fucking Candlekeep is kind of pointless, but whatever.
It'll be cool
We can still
to
make money
fuck with
off
the
of it.
dwarf.
Yeah, I think so too. That guy's a dick.
Alright. Anyone else got anything?
Yes, Swirl Daddy 7 on Twitch. Just been going through a lot of demos that are up on Steam. Found something called the let me just double check, make sure I got the name right. Plague Lords demo. We got Stone Keepers, King of Aurelius, and we've been playing some War Tales, so hop on by.
How about the space thingy Majava?
Oh, Star Citizen,
That's
yeah,
the
we're
one.
still in it, but right now it's like super buggy. So there's a lot more crashes and bugs than there is actual playtime right now. So I'm just gonna hold off on that until the next small patch comes up to clear
Fair
it up.
enough. Did you catch that Pokemon or whatever?
No, that's why she's attacking me right now.
Alright. He needs to do better.
Must do better.
Anyway, Thursdays. It's getting icy.
Yes, Thursdays is Icewind Dale. We are currently in the final chapter. You guys made it into the Citadel.
Yeah.
And yes, are kind of investigating a little dance party that's going on. Yes. So it's essentially the last dungeon of the campaign. So yeah, that's on Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern, the same time as this game. But that's over at twitch.tv/Hawkinsbrocken.
Very
Same
good.
group, minus sound. But sound's usually in the chat. So
I'm in chat. Kicking
Yeah.
bots.
Very
Yep, kicking
good.
bots
Someone
out.
has to.
so yep.
Everyone their shoutouts in the chat.
Yep. But that's it.
Very good. Any positive
Kieran can
vibes
fly
from?
now.
Yeah. Oh wow, everyone can fly.
Ooh.
Jeez. Any positive vibes from Azza today?
Yeah. Well, we're getting. Actually, I didn't think about it. But thanks everyone for coming out. Thanks for DMing. Chat. Always love having you. Keeping us going. Remember to be kind to each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. And yeah, we've got a new player, Sound the Horn. So yeah. Anything else you want to say before we finish?
Hi. I stream.
Hello. Yeah.
Hold on, let me. There you go. In the chat, twitch.tv/soundthehorn. I stream a wide variety of games. Go ahead and follow me if you would like. That would be pretty cool.
What kind of games?
Just a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of retro stuff, actually. Like my last stream, I played Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Before that was Quake.
Oh, oh my god, Quake.
Oh my god, I remember Quake.
I remember
On the
playing
Sega
Quake.
Dreamcast.
Yeah. Oh, I played on PC. I remember playing Quake on at cyber cafes on LAN party kind of thing. Oh my
I
god.
got through both of the expansion packs in a whopping 7 hours.
Wow.
And I had my settings messed up, so the VOD came in at a whopping 131 gigabytes.
Oof. That's a fair bit.
But I was able to compress it after the fact, and it's good now.
Very good. Excellent.
So,
So yeah. Drop a follow to everyone, and yeah, we'll see you next time. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week and stay well. Bye bye.